And welcome back, tankers. This is Mr. Kassarian, and we are back in Armored Warfare. I am happy to say that I am moved into Virginia, which means that actually Battlemine Jace, who you've seen in one or two of my videos, is sitting behind me. Also, if you have any noise, that's what that's from. But yeah, we're all moved in. Myself, Jace, and Topaz, my girlfriend, who none of you have seen in a video, I don't think. Maybe one or two of my Minecraft videos from way back when. So today we're going to be talking about credit grinding. Oh, credit grinding. You thought grinding XP was the point of this game? No, you'll be grinding credits, and you'll be grinding them for ages. Trust me. Okay, so let's talk a bit about the mechanics of grinding credits. The first thing to understand is that the higher tier is better. All right, the higher tier of a vehicle you have, the better you are going to do. That's because if you look at post-battle results, and we just had an update, so, oh, I actually have replays to do that I can use. Great. So apparently that update didn't screw up the replay system. That's nice. So the point that I was getting to is that you can get these vehicles, right? The higher tier you go, the better. And that's because the tier adds a match modifier to your XP and credit gains. So in other words, you're going to get, for the same amount of damage done, which is not going to happen, from a tier 3 and a tier 8, you're going to get more credits and XP from a tier 8 than you will from a tier 3. On top of that, you're simply going to deal more damage in a tier 8 than you will in a tier 3. Your damage numbers are higher, the enemy hit point totals are higher. Okay, so let's get this rolling. We'll pull my M1A, which I'm almost close to leveling. Let's just throw some insignia on this thing just for the sake of it. We'll throw a plus 5% credit, bit of rep bonus. Why not? Let's burn a crew XP bonus too. And let's also take a look at our challenges just for the sake of it, you know. MBTs dominating SPGs, SPGs dominating light tanks. Yeah, we're getting rid of that. Light tank king, great. Okay, so we'll use our M1A. This is my M1A. Take a look at that. You can see upgrades. It is fully upgraded. In fact, I haven't put the APS or anything on that yet, but we are working our way up. Now, here's another quick thing about this, right? You have these credit packs. Use them. Seriously. Use the credit injections that you get for XP as you're grinding these things up. It is incredibly useful to have them. This tank, the M1 Abrams, M1A1, gives you about 2 million credits as you upgrade it. So let's do a PvP mission. Now, you can do a hard mission or you can do a medium mission. I've actually found that mediums are best for grinding credits. Why is that? Well, part of the reason is that you have a higher minus. All right, so every type of mission you go on, there's a logistics cost. And the logistics cost for a hard mission is much higher than a medium. I have actually found that in terms of time and effort spent, it's sometimes better to roll into a medium with a credit boost on than it is to go into a hard. And let me drop the cue for a second because I forgot another incredibly important step. Boosts. Use them. All right. Now, I'm only going to use... I'll throw a silver credit boost on there. And remember, you get one of them for free, and one of them you have to pay gold to activate. All right. Now, I have a lot of the old boosts from before they changed them. So I have a lot of the like fame and fortune boosts that just boost everything across the board. So just keep that in mind. You won't have as many of those in the future. But yes, grinding credits. This is what the game ends up being like. Now, premium vehicles also get a bonus to grinding credits. So you'd expect me to be running my AMX-10 RCR. The reason I'm not running the RCR right now is that my M1A1, I need to level it up. And because I'm going for my first tier 9 unlock token, and I'm starting to grind the credits to get my first tier 9 vehicle. I have 5 million in the tank, and I'm waiting on another lot. I think it's like 12 to 15 million for your tier 9. Now, I could save a lot more time and buy another tier 8, but the problem here is, remember, you get more credits the higher tier your tank is. Life jacket, fun. You get more credits the higher tier your tank is. So, in my opinion, it's better to rush up a tree, get get your first tier 10, and then grind the daylights out of that tier 10. If you have the gold to burn, get it battle hardened. It doesn't give you as much of a bonus as a premium tank does, but it does give you a credit bonus to the credit on a number of credits you receive. Just have to make sure my desk is positioned right. Alright, so
okay, Black Company, time to declare
as you guys have guessed, this is a live recording.
They are already moving in to attack the tree.
I have Sabo up initially, just because this is an Abrams, and my pen isn't fantastic. And I don't know what I'm going to be engaging off the bat. We are a full team of tier 7, 8, and 9 MBTs with one PZH 2000. That's going to be fun. Now, because we're all MBTs, I'm just going to grab this bomb truck right as I pass it.
This is one of the main water pumps. If it goes down, this plant might as well be a junkyard.
You can see the PZH has already popped his illumination rounds. Dear Artie, those of you who pop illumination rounds, if you keep popping those, I love you. You are my friend. You are good, Artie. Seriously, I don't care what else you do. If you use your illumination rounds, I will be very happy with you. Okay, so we got it. That's a Termi. We got a pair of Termis. And we have, this is a someone. Oh, it's an Ariete. Doesn't matter how good your armor is if you give me that much side protection. Ah, screwed that up. Now, he was flinging HE at me. That Stingray will not be. That Stingray is going to be throwing Sabo. Alright, nope, we gotta go up here. If you get a chance to fling Sabo into the side armor of a Terminator, do it.
Identified.
And of course, I just reloaded with Sabo. Generally, I will always reload to Sabo because it will go into anything. Okay, so here I have an issue now. I've reloaded Sabo, though I can pen him with heat apparently. So the Whiskey Zeds I can actually pen with. Ah! I snapshot that and I paid for it. Okay, Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts are bad. Thunderbolts are very bad news. Remember, if you're in an Abrams, your greatest talent is that you can shoot on the move. You literally don't care if someone's moving. If you're moving backwards, just fling shots at them. You, more often than not, will actually hit them. It's one of the advantages of being in an Abrams. You can fire on the move. Do it. Like that. Okay, also, not presenting your side to the enemy is a good choice.
Identify target. Awful, thanks.
Now you can see the amount of damage you can do in this tank. Nope, couldn't quite get it there.
Target lock. Target lock.
That hurt. Okay, so we now need to get out of here. Excuse me. Thank you.
Identified. Hostile tank.
I will definitely shove a heat shell right into the side of your turret. If you give me that opening, I'll do it. The same with the side of your hull. I mean, seriously, if you guys give me that opportunity, I will happily do that to you. That was a long shot anyways. Alright, let me go handle one of these. Hey. Ooh, cool. Destructible buildings. You can see the M1A2 Abrams next to me. He's my tier 9 counterpart, which is probably the tank I'm going to get. I was thinking about getting the Draco, and I actually decided against it. I don't play AFVs that well. I'm not an AFV player. That's just not my deal. You know, I am definitely I want to be up in the action sort of a player.
Major assault waves are headed toward the control. Good. That's the last truck.
How am I doing? Oh, not bad. Look at that. All right, I'm right behind the M1A2. I'm not surprised. We have the advantage of the M1A2s, the M1 series, is that they have a very, very, very good TPM. And they have very good fire on the move characteristics. So I'm going to scooch by you. Thank you.
Identify.
Yep. All right, hostile spotted. Let that gun zoom in. Reload with heat and get our hull turned around on him. Smack him for another 500 damage. Go Sabo up because we have a Challenger 2 down there, who is probably going to cause some issues for our 205. Okay, yep, we got multiple. All right, Type 59, our Leopard 2 can handle. Contact. Seriously?
The Lions are throwing everything they have at us.
Got a hit on their loader. Okay, really? Oh, we just lost our Leopard 2.
Target locked on. No man.
Seriously? Come on.
Target locked. Target destroyed.
There we go. Thank you for giving me your side armor. That was greatly appreciated. Okay, he was still flinging heat. Or he was flinging HE, which God only knows why he was doing that. Let's get that hull swung around. Okay. We have about a 6-inch area in which we can put a shell. Unless he gives us his side armor. Give me your side. Oh, no. Okay. Alright. Not quite. Alright, so does he want to hug me? He wants to hug me. I don't know why he wanted to hug me. Seriously? Oh, because my tracks were destroyed at the same time. Okay. Well, our M1A2 has greatly surpassed me already. Okay, fine. And that's GG.
Well done. The people of this region owe you their thanks for their
So,
continued
yeah,
freedom.
the main point of grinding credits is not only do you have to have a vehicle that's high tier, you have to be doing well in that, or you have to have a vehicle that's high tier. Preferably have it premiumed. Preferably put your boosts on, have your insignia on. You have to do well in that vehicle. Alright? And it's best to pick a vehicle that has a high damage potential. So, the M1, most MBTs are good, you know? But I wouldn't necessarily go and recommend grinding credits in, say, I don't know, a swing fire. Actually, I wouldn't really recommend doing anything in a swing fire. Actually, swing fire just kind of sucks in general. Anyways, back to on topic. The point is, you have to do well in the vehicle you're driving. So you can see there I pulled in about 130,000 credits. I have pulled in up to 200,000 credits before. Over 200,000 credits, but that's mostly been in my Challenger, which I'll show you in a minute. Oh, we got a field rebuild kit. That'll save us some cash next time. Okay, so we can close that. We can close that back up. All right. And we also dinged our M1, and I'll just take care of that now. Okay. Yeah, or spin to win. Yeah, we'll take a look at that later, actually. Now, this one, we have quick draw. Oh, these are all tough choices. I know what I want here. I want explosive shells. I don't want preparation. We want explosive shells in this tank. There we go. And I'll select the other two later. All right, so the Challenger 1. Why do I love this tank? Unfortunately, you can't really get this. You can only get this as part of special events, or they only sell it at certain times. But it is a premium version of the Challenger 1, and it is an awesome tank for grinding in. So let's throw a credit boost on there. And that's really the only one I'll use. Now let's go Mission PvE. Let's wait for the contract deadline to tick over. Tick. All right. We have Perseus, which is a mission, definitely. We have Spearhead. Let's do Perseus. Now, I may end up being low tier in this match, which would be an issue. But that's neither here nor there. The map I really would have liked to get in this vehicle would have been Stormy Winter. Because although that map usually goes south in a hurry, it is a great map for grinding credits and XP on in a Challenger. Because you find a lane, stick yourself in it, back your butt up against something solid, and you sit there and kill everything. And nothing can hurt you. It's a great vehicle for grinding in. So let's take a look at Operation Perseus in the Challenger 1 Wolf, which should be a pretty good vehicle to run through. All right. Oh, okay. This wasn't the map I was thinking it was. I thought this was the other one with the silo, the village, the silo, and the town. And it's the Prelude to Starry Night. For those of you who don't know, most maps in Armored Warfare, they come in twos. There's like the Prelude map and then a map, and so you have like Starry Night. There's the Prelude map for Starry Night, and there's Starry Night itself. Okay, so you have those sorts of maps. 2, 1, let's roll. All right. Now, as I've said earlier, the advantage of the Challenger 1 Wolf is it is a premium Challenger, and it should be driven as such. All right, and I don't know why I went up to avoid the bridge, because the bridge sucks. Don't go over that bridge. You will get shot up a lot.
If you take the bridge, try not to fall off.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to pull forward a bit, look for a target. Oh, gas tank shot.
Enemy intel and recon trucks
That's
are in the
angering,
area.
irritating, whatever the word is.
If you can take them out, they'll lose their eyes and ears in this battle.
If he hadn't stopped, that would have been a great shot, but... Alright, so I'm going to park myself actually in the cap circle. And I'm going to adopt a policy of kill anything that comes into range of me. He's not giving me a side armor there. That Abrams, on the other hand, definitely did. I don't really have enough depression to engage that guy. Yep, alright, I almost made a big mistake. Alright, we're going to back this up a bit. And just snapshot right into his side. I'm not going to match these guys for the damage they're putting out. No, I'm not. At the bottom. Well, yes, I am. Okay. There's a weak point right there. You really have to hunt for weak points.
Don't let your guard down, Blackhawk.
Now what's going to happen after this point is I'm going to just roll in, point my nose right at the cap circle from across the river, and just hammer anything that I see. You can see we're all kind of trying to get into the same position here. This is sort of the classic Overwatch position over this cap point. I don't mind if they see me. The point of the Challenger 1 Wolf is not to be stealthy. The point is to be a giant brick of armor that doesn't care if it gets shot at.
Identify target.
Hostile.
But for some reason they're not really shooting at me today. Let's make sure I still have the elevation to do what I need to. Yes, I do. Okay. I think I took that hit in my lower plate. So. You can also see a pretty decent view range in this tank. Hello? There we go.
Hostile target marked.
Got him. Let's get that hull swung around there. That was the warrior firing him, by the way.
Good work. There will be
That
more
was
coming.
also the warrior firing him.
NPAA forces are heading to the western silo en masse. The fastest way there is to cross the river again to go around the rocks. Now, get over there.
Alright, come on. You shouldn't be this slow in water. You're not the zippiest tank in the world, but really? So yeah, this is not a great map for this tank, and honestly, the damage that a Challenger 1 can output is really overshadowed by the other tanks in here. The Warrior, the AMX-10, the Striker M1128 mobile gun, they have a lot. They can output just a lot more damage than I can. They can also probably turn a bit better and might be able to drive better, but that's a player problem, not a vehicle problem. So let's pull ourselves up here. Come on, you got enough engine power in that diesel engine. Let's go. All right, there we go. Thank you. So we're going up here because we need to come up here if we're going to take out that secondary, which is going to be interesting. And that Type 98 should not go up here.
Target destroyed.
He's going to anyways, but he really shouldn't. Because right back here is where most of the enemies spawn. And it's a great place for me because I'm a giant block of armor.
Nice work.
Or the warrior can take it out. That works too. Ow! Shot me in the butt.
No panic. Back prepared.
Identify target.
Tank.
No, I'm going to happily duel with these guys. And just pin them in place. Okay, whoever's up there needs to back up a bit so I can take these shots. You know, I can poke around in there with my sit. Ow! Okay, now you decide to shoot him.
Back prepared.
Took a hit. Identify target.
Tank.
Okay, there are now enough of them here that I need to start backing myself up to reduce my exposed area. Okay, so now we've minimized the target area frontage. One of the things about these tanks is you have to control where they're shooting at you from. If you can control how many different angles they're shooting at you from, you can do pretty well. Now see, what we've done by coming back here is we've actually bottled these guys up.
Identify.
Hostile tank.
Hostile truck. Marked.
Okay, putting around in here is going to be really difficult. Nope, that's not going to happen. Alright, let's swing our guns back this way then. So yeah, as you can see, what we've done is we've pinned them. These guys can't move up to support their buddies up north because they're busy fighting us. You can see that armor coming into play. Knocked him out, so now we're going to push forward and engage that M1 lieutenant. Okay, he's toast.
Well done,
And that's GG.
Blackstone. You helped avert a major national.
So let's see how many credits we got from that one. Probably not that many because we didn't honestly do well on that objective. Again, we were bottom tier, and the Challenger is not known for being a high DPM tank. So instead, but we probably soaked a bit of damage, and we provided a tactically useful advantage to the team. So, remember, always be a good tactical asset. Do what your tank is built to do. If you're in a Challenger, you sit there and soak damage. If you're in an Abrams, you spam shells at them until they die. If you're in a T90 or a T-Series, you just keep punching them until they... Wow, that's a lot of credits. You keep punching them until they keel over. Alright, so we just got over 400,000 credits for that match. Well then. Looks like we're pretty evenly matched up here. We'll just ignore that AMX-10 RCR because he's a premium anyways. How much damage did we soak there? Only about 8,000 damage soaked. That's pretty good, but nah. I've done better in this thing. Alright, so that's been Grinding Credits 101. Use premium if you can. Use credit boosts and credit boosting insignias if you can. Run the highest tier tank you have. Okay? Do it. It's generally better to run a premium versus high tier, but either way. You can also do not forget, you can battle harden your tanks. It costs real money. It costs gold, but you get a 25% credit boost, which is about half of the boost that the credit boost that you get with a premium tank. All right? So just keep that in mind. All right, anyways, this has been Mr. Kasarian. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more, let me know. Let me know what vehicles you want me to see me do or videos you want me to make. If you didn't like the episode, let me know why in the comments below, and I'll do my best to fix it. All right, thank you so much for watching. And as always, tankers, good hunting.